Fine. So, welcome to SAP ABAP class, all of you. And this is our first class, and here we will start from SAP ABAP basics, like what is its importance, and where it can be used, and how its architecture and how it works in SAP system. So everything we will see in detail in today's class, and then we will try to go today AC11. We will see data dictionary concept and all. So before starting the class, I will just show you the syllabus part. So just I'm opening the above syllabus, and here I will take you through the syllabus. What are the important portion we are going to cover during our classes? So ERP
Uh,
introduction, I will be just
excuse
teaching. Yeah,
Pankaj, excuse me. Can you please share this syllabus?
yeah, I will be sharing the syllabus. Sure, I will be
Okay,
sharing the
okay.
syllabus. Yeah, sure. Right now you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, okay. After just after this class, I will be sharing the syllabus. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So we will see in brief ERP introduction, why ERP is there and what its purpose. So it will take around 5 to 10 minutes to understand the ERP motto and why it's used, and all these things under ERP introduction. And then we will understand the SAP basics from basis point of view, the meaning of basis point of view, how actually it works, what is its architecture, what things run behind it, and what are the components actually which are running in background of any SAP, which is executing our program or any business logic, or which is executing our logic for any database system. So that we will learn like SAP basics, that also we'll see in our today's class. And after that, like data dictionary, we will be seeing SE11, which is very very important. You can say like this is the heart of the SAP. We will be seeing in detail about the data dictionary, and under data dictionary we will be just going through what is the data type, data element and its use, domain, what is domain, what is the difference between data element and domain, and how we can create a table, and then what is the significance of delivery class, data class and size category. These all are the these all are the attribute of a table where we have to maintain this delivery class, data class and size category. Then we will see the buffering mechanism, how we can enable the buffer when we create the table. At that time we will be seeing the buffering mechanism. Then a very very important concept, the value table, check table, and the comparison we will see, the value table versus check table, how it is used and what its significance, and what are the difference between both of them. Then we will see the different table like transparent table, pool table and cluster table. These are the uh, table type. You can say the different type of table in SAP data dictionary. But when HANA, S for HANA was introduced, like in current days, whichever the organization is using S for HANA, now the concept of pool table and cluster table is now not more. But still, there are only very few organization which is running on S4 HANA, mostly still running on the previous, the previous ECC system only, where HANA database is not there. So the transparent table, pool table and cluster table still there is, it's getting used. But anyway, transparent table is the most frequently used, like in 99% cases we are going to see the transparent table only. Pool table and cluster table is rarely used. So we will be seeing the difference between transparent, pool and cluster table. Then we will be going for structure, and we will see the different type of structure, like include structure and append structure. Then the difference between all these things, like include structure and append structure. Then the difference between a structure and table. And one we will complete all these things. After that we will be seeing the custom include and the important part like table maintenance generator, like when we have to maintain the data in the table, like how we can create the data in the table. So for that purpose, we actually create the TMG, and with the help of TMG, we put the data, we maintain the data under table. So this is all about table. We will learn these topics under table. Then the second part comes under SE11, that is a view. What is view? You all know that view is, view does not contain the physical data, it only contain the data at the runtime. So the view is created based on, table. So we will be also seeing the difference between table and view, what is the actual difference between table and view, that we are going to see. And then type, group, search, help, and lock object we are going to see in the detail. When we will go to this topic, we will talk in detail. After that, once we complete the data dictionary, then we will come to the report part. In report part, report, that means report is nothing but program. So when we will come to report, we will see about the program, how we can create a program, how we can display the output, what are the various syntax which are going to use in the program. For example, for a string operation, we use concatenate, condense, shift, replace, string length, search, split. These are the, self-described syntax. Actually, ABAP is very easy language. It's a very easy, but initially it certainly requires some guideline that I will provide. You don't have to worry at all. Just you have to focus 1 hour daily, or whatever I'm going to give you, the homework that you have to do, the assignment you have to complete. Then we will come to the character operation. The CO means contains only, CA means contains any, CN means contains not. I will tell you how we can use this character operation. Then we will see the read operation, sort, how we can sort the internal table, how we can sort the binary search. All these things we will be going to see. Then we will see work area and internal table. uh, Work area, it contains the single record at a time. On the other hand, internal table contains the multiple record at a time, that also we will see. So under basic report, we will learn all those things, all those concepts. Though internal table and work area comes, it does not, it is not necessarily, it is not necessary that internal table and work area, it will come only under, it will only come under basic report. It does not mean like that. Internal table and work area concept comes in our program everywhere. So work area and internal table is going to be most important part of our program. If you are able to understand work area and internal table, then 50% of your ABAP journey will be completed without any problem. So then we will discuss that events, initialization, load of program, difference between initialization and load of program. All these things we will see in detail. Then for all entries, what is for all entries, where to use, then inner join, and we will see the comparison between for all entries and inner join in detail. We will see the interactive report, like once we get the report output, and when we are going to click on some particular record, and we want to see the detail of that particular record, it should open the another uh, output screen, and it should show the detail. So that is the interactive report. Like when we are going to click our mouse button, double click, it should open the different window, and it should tell about more description. So that interactive report we will see in detail. For that, these are the commands at line selection, at user command, top of page, end of page, during line selection. These are the commands. Then under selection queries, these are the different variant, like select single, select up to one rows, we are going to use under select query. So once we see the, once we see the program while writing, I will make you understand each and everything. So not only this much, apart from this, there will be many syntax. We will be going through that. Then this query optimization and performance tuning, we will be seeing modularization technique, how we can modularize our code so that we can reuse our code, and we can remove the code redundancy. So for that purpose, we are going to use the modularization technique. And other important concept like control break statement, report, transaction, and variant, we are going to see. Then batch data communication, VDC. Before that, we will be certainly seeing about ALB report, which is nowadays, most frequently used. This one, ALB report. So this is very, very important. ALB report, it will take around 4 to 5 class, or even 6 to 7 class. It takes to understand ALB report. it's looking in one line only, but it is going to take around 6 to 7
Sorry,
class.
you I can't
Then
hear you
for back,
proper.
yeah, you are facing some problem while listening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All of you,
No, 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 no. I'm okay.
Deepak, you are not facing any problem, right?
No, no, no. I'm not facing any problem.
Right, right. So since Deepak is not facing any problem, so could you please check from your side internet connection? If the problem would be from my side, then Deepak would be also facing the problem, right? So please check connection from your side and let me know if you
Okay,
have
sir.
any issue from my side. Okay, fine. So while online studying, our internet connection should be good enough so that we could be connected to each other, whether it will be a Skype or go to meeting or Zoom meeting. In all the cases, our internet connection should be good enough. Fine. So sometimes problem from my side also be there. I won't deny, but now the problem is not from my side because Deepak is able to listen. Please check from your side. Fine. So going forward, we will see the BDC, like batch data communication. The meaning of batch data communication means when we are when some project is moving from legacy system to SAP system, like from some .NET system or Java system or some Visual Basic system, something like that. The legacy system to SAP system. At that time, we are going to use the BDC to migrate the data, to upload the data in SAP system. So this BDC is the way, and BDC also used to automate the process. So these two use automating the process and migrating the data, I mean uploading the data to the ECC server, we will be going to see. Then we will see about the module pool programming, though module pool programming has been obsolete nowadays when Fury came into the picture, because nowadays SAP is preferring Fury as a front-end technology. So it's obsolete, but though in spite of being obsolete, it's being used very frequently because all the organization does not have a capacity to implement the Fury, does not have that much
This,
money to implement the Fury. Yeah,
Pankaj, one small doubt. This
yeah,
Fury is Fury development is using UI5, right?
yeah. Fury is nothing but UI5 framework, right? You are correct.
Okay, 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 fine.
That is a front
So
end
previous,
technology.
so previously they were using this module pool programming, is it?
Yeah, yeah. Module pool programming is a SAP, like SAP this screen. I will tell you, like if you go here,
Uh,
uh, this is our login pad, and with the help of this we can log in into our system. And if you go here, like suppose if you want to go here SE11, so now this is known as SAP screen. This is module pool. But nowadays what SAP is trying to do, SAP is telling to their customer that you implement the Fury for any, like for example, if you are going to create the material, for example, let us go to mm01. This is the transaction to create the material slash n mm01. So here, if you are going to create some material, this is again the screen for module pool. So now SAP is telling, no, you try to use the Fury application. That is a cloud-based application. The meaning of cloud-based application means internet-based application. Here, they will be giving some URL, and you have to go to that URL and you have to put all these things, whatever you are going to put. There also you will be going to see some nice button, material, industry sector, material type, all these things. But this screen is not looking good. This is the SAP standard screen which has been used in which has been used by SAP since long years, since many years. But uh, since dot com bubbles like anything, so because of the enhancement of internet and all the front end technology, like HTML5 came into picture, Angular JS, and there are many more. And so means SAP realized that their market is going down because there are many ERP which are cloud based. Cloud based means internet based. So that is very nice. Their user interface is very nice. They are not looking like very old interface kind of this thing. So SAP realized that their business is going down, and then they came up with UI5 based UI5 framework based application, that was a Fury. So now you can integrate this SAP backend with the SAP UI5, that means a Fury front end, and you can just give that URL. There will be some URL, just you have to go over there and you have to click. You will be able to see some nice screen, not like this. There also option for material industry sector, all this kind will be there, but that will be very beautiful. And from there you
One
can
more,
create.
one
Yeah.
more thing. Can we enhance this Fury?
Yes, yes, of course. You can enhance.
Okay.
Yes, you can enhance. If you are knowing SAP Wi-Fi, you can
Yes.
enhance. Yeah,
Can we
fine.
add a lot of like say see like can we add a lot of colors? Make it
Yes,
more
yes, yes.
attractive.
Sure, sure. Yes, yes. A lot of
See, it is same
attraction.
like this what do you call it as web designing only, right?
Right, right. Yes, yes. That is a web designing only. Fury is nothing but web designing plus, uh, you know, means, for example, if you go to bankbazaar.com, see how nice this website is.
Yes, yes,
Something
yes,
like
yes.
that. If you are going to use this Fury app, you are going to, see such kind of beautiful user interface, and you will find a beautiful user experience, a nice user experience. And then there you can, means you will enjoy the SAP there. Here you won't be able to enjoy the SAP, but there, if you
Mm,
see that screen, you will feel, oh, so awesome. So really, Fury is very awesome. So that is a different thing. We will not go to that part. So just going ahead, like going forward, let us see this. Though it's obsolete, still it is very much used nowadays also. So we will be learning module pool programming in quite detail, and we'll be going to see through all these topics, like how we can create such kind of a screen, how we can suppose we have to create some material, or suppose operation we have to perform on database, so that all the data which we are inserting on this, all the data which we are giving over here, that should be inserted into a database, that we will see how we can do. And then we will learn enhancement. Under enhancement, we will learn about user exit, function exit, customer exit, menu exit, screen exit, all these kind of enhancement we will learn. And under new enhancement framework, we will learn business id, business identity, that is a business, that is a oops concept, oops based concept, that is a bodies, also it is very popularly known as bodies. And then explicit enhancement and implicit enhancement, both these things nowadays, are getting mostly used, and these are the very important questions asked in interview, like what is bodies, what are the different type of bodies, how we can find the bodies, something like that. So there are two types of bodies we will be discussing: old body and new body. New body is also known as kernel body. So all these things we will discuss in detail. Then we will learn about a smart form. We will learn again about LSMW. LSMW is a kind of BDC, BDC. With the help of LSMW, we can upload the data. It's a less technical, so functional people also can use the LSMW. Uh, but it's a technical, a bit technical also. We learn this LSMW, how with the help of LSMW we can upload the data into our SAP system. And then we will see something little idea about ALE IDOC, RFC function module. And ALE IDOC we will see a little, just concept we will see, as important things we will see in ALE IDOC, because ALE IDOC itself is a separate module, that is a course content around 20 to 25 hours. But the whatever the important things, like in 2 or 3 class, I will try to cover over there. And we'll see in more detail this RFC function module, the synchronous, asynchronous, transactional queue, RFC callbacks. So RFC function module we are going to see BAPI, what is the BAPI, and then we will see the important part of OPS ABAP. And we will be giving after each class, I will be giving assignment. And if I forget to give the assignment, please remind me so that I will give you the assignment and you will be able to complete some assignments so that you can get something from here after end of the class. Fine. So this is all about our syllabus, and now I'm going forward from here. I would like to welcome to all of you in our first SAP ABAP class. And here, I will something tell about this SAP ABAP programming language. Like, this is a fourth generation programming language. This is some interesting fact I would like to tell. Fourth generation programming language. Java and all comes under the third generation programming language. The reason behind, the reason behind why this is fourth generation programming language, because it's a very easy to learn. It's a very easy to learn and very easy to implement. Many things you can do with the help of a single line of code. Many things it can be done. The same thing will take more code in Java, more than Java. C++ or C will require more code, and more than C or C++ assembly language will require, so just I would like to tell here, first most important thing is, like, first basic thing is machine language. Everything will be written in the machine language, and based upon machine language, the language, like, assembly language, it is very close to machine language. And then C or C++ came into picture, and this caught the market like anything. It became very popular, C or C++, and then based upon C++, this Java, and I think .NET is also based upon C or C++ only, right, Deepak? Am I
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Java and .NET. This is also, based upon C++. And then again, if you come to, this comes under the third generation. This comes under the third generation. And if you uh, see about C or C++, this will come under second generation and third generation. It comes under both second and third. And the assembly language, it comes under the second generation language. And the machine language is your first generation language. It is the first generation language. So, and this is fine. And our ABAP, this ABAP has been developed, mainly on C++, our C or C++, and Java is not involved while developing SAP ABAP. SAP ABAP has been also, it is also, SAP ABAP is also based upon C or C++. So SAP ABAP. So fine. Okay. And in the next slides, we'll be seeing, like, what is ERP. Already it is written some part. ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning, where you have a large business, and in that business you are having many component like material management, human resource management, and supply chain management, CRM. All these kind of sectors are there. When you have to manage all these kind of sectors, you require one software to manage it centrally. So there are many business module. With the help of ERP, we can manage each part of the business very well, with with proper integration, with proper reliable. So this is the purpose of ERP, and that's why ERP comes into picture. ERP means enterprise resource planning. The how we can plan the resource of enterprise well, that is known as enterprise resource planning. There are many popular ERP like SAP, Oracle, You must be knowing about this. SSF Global, Cbel, Ban, PeopleSoft, Microsoft Dynamics. This is cloud-based application, Microsoft Dynamics, and JD Edwards. These are the very popular, popular SAP. Sorry, popular ERP software. Most popular is SAP, which are having most of the market captured. If we see here, ERP implementation in total business, 86.70%, means total, suppose we are having 100 business, out of 100, 86 business is going to is already, already implemented the ERP. Fine. So from here, our technical class is going to start. These all are the little bit concept. From here, we are going to, start the technical. Like here, in ABAP, mainly going to risef. Risef is nothing but W, W represent workflow, and R represent report. Then can you tell me what is for I? I is
Interface.
for, yes, right, interface. Good. C is for conversion, and E is for, tell me,
Conversion. App performs.
enhancement, right?
Enhancement.
Yes, right, enhancement. And F is for
Forms.
forms. Good. So these things we are going to see under risef. So these all means, when we means generally ABAP is a part of risef, because ABAP comes under a risef when we have to develop a report, when we have to develop an interface, when we have to develop conversion, enhancement, forms, everything, and workflow also. Everywhere our ABAP is going to be used. Everywhere our ABAP is going to be used. These all are technical things. Fine. So in workflow, you must be knowing about the workflow. Like when we have to automate the approval process, we are going to use the workflow. Report, we are going to use with AC38 in our SAP ABAP editor. uh, Report is nothing but program. Interface is nothing but when two system or more than two system is going to communicate with each other, interface comes into the picture. So idoc is an interface. This is an example of interface. ALE, this all comes under interface. Fine. Conversion, what is conversion? What is enhancement? Can you tell me what is enhancement? What is forms? So forms, this is the smart forms, uh smart forms, or like, SAP script, SAP
Yeah, when
scripts, and smart forms, SAP scripts, Adobe form. All these things comes under the forms, Adobe forms. And the enhancement, implicit enhancement, explicit enhancement, user exit, customer exit, all these things comes under enhancement, exit, body, all these things comes under implicit enhancement, enhancement, explicit enhancement, all these things comes under, fine. Conversion, this is nothing but LSMW, or BDC. These all comes under the conversion. Fine. So these all are, if we know the ABAP, we will be able to manage all this technical stuff very well. So ABAP will be used while developing the risef object. ABAP uh, is used to develop a risef object. Fine. Let us open our new slides, and here we will see the SAP architecture, or like how is the SAP architecture. So here, this is our user. This is our, or we can denote our user with some small face. Let us open this small face. This is our user. So these are our user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4. These are our user. These are the our user, and user is going to use SAP GUI. I'm the user and I'm going to use this SAP GUI. This is known as SAP GUI. This is the interactive, just close it. This is my SAP login pad. With the help of this SAP login pad or SAP GUI, we can interact with our SAP ABAP application server. So we can log in into that and we can interact with SAP application server. So whatever the business logic or whatever the database operation, everything will be run on this application server. So this is our application server. This is our application server. These all are user. These all are user. We can combine it together and just shape the field with none. So these are our user application server, and here we are having, we are having move it. Let us add the database. This is our database, and here this is our underlying database. This is our application server. So user is going to use the SAP GUI. User is going to use the SAP GUI. User is going to use the SAP GUI, and with the help of SAP GUI, with the help of SAP GUI, they are going to interact with, SAP application server, and like they are going to interact with SAP application server.
And
And here all the business logic, whatever the program you have written, all the business logic in the program, it runs on the application server. And suppose if you have used select query on the database, select query on the database, then what happens? There is a data abstraction interface inside the application server. Database abstraction interface is there inside the application server. You can, give some fill here, shape fill, something like this. This is, database database abstraction, abstraction interface. So this is there, whatever select we are going to write over there. Everything is, let me mark it in some color over here. Yeah, database abstraction interface is there. It converts all the SQL statement, for example, select query, or some aggregate statement if we're going to use like sum, average, something like that. So all the statement, whatever you are going to write over here at application server in program, that will be converted by this database abstraction interface into the native language of that database, native language of that. So here you are going to use the, open SQL here at the ABAP layer, at the ABAP application layer. You are going to use, open SQL. You are going to use open SQL, open SQL, this is with the help of database abstraction interface, this will be going to convert it into the native SQL. So whatever your this database can be, this can be Oracle database, your this can be HANA database, this can be, MaxDB, any DB it can be, or DBC, IBM DB, Sybase, this can be any DB. all the DB is having their own different native language. All the DB is having their own different language. But in ABAP, if you are going to write the select query, you just have to use the common open SQL. Common SQL you have to use, since it supports all kind of database. Why? Because this database abstraction interface converts the open SQL into the native SQL based upon the underlying database. And that's why, you know, that's why uh, all the open SQL means single syntax will work for each kind of database. So you don't have to bother what kind of database is uh, behind the scene. You don't have to bother at all. Just you have to use the common open SQL syntax and it will work fine. So this is known as three-tier architecture. Why? Because this is one tier. This SAP GUI is at one tier. This is at second tier, and this is at the third tier. Three components are there. That's why this is known as SAP R3 architecture. So this is the R3 architecture. This is the architecture. This is known as R3 architecture. This is known as R3 architecture. Fine. Now I will tell you, like,
I
see,
have one question. Hello.
yeah, please, yeah, go ahead.
I want to know what is the meaning of database abstraction interface.
This is a software. This is a program which is a part of application server. When you are going to write any program in AC38, okay, and if you are
Okay.
going to use any SQL query over there, that will be converted based upon the underlying database in their native SQL. All the database is having their own native SQL, right? You are agree with it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is
Yeah.
the common language we have to use in SAP
So
ABAP.
means that this the interface which is converted the native SQL command into Open SQL command. That's the thing.
No. OpenSQL command gets converted into the native SQL command, and this native SQL command push down into this database, and then database only understand what
Okay.
the
Okay.
user is willing to tell. You got my point?
Yeah.
This is fine, right? Can we go
Yeah.
ahead?
Yes. Sure.
Fine. Okay. Uh, Now fine, when user is going to hit the enter button, suppose this is our, this is our, you can ask if you have any doubt, even a silly doubt. If you think, you can ask, you can just stop me and you can ask. There is no any problem. I will feel happy even if I clear any doubt. There should not be any doubt at all. Okay, so suppose there is a table called Mara. I'm going to click on this display button, then it is showing such kind of a screen. When I'm going to click on this content button, when I'm going to click on this F8 button, we are able to see all these data, how it is working, what is behind the scene working. So everything is working behind the scene with the help of work processes. So whatever command, whether I'm clicking on this back button or if I'm clicking on this F8 button, every command is picked up by a particular work process, and then it is getting executed behind the scene, and it is showing us the output. So I will just tell you what happens. Let's create one more slides and go here. So here, this is your user, this is your user, this is myself, this is some user. And when I'm creating on any button, any screen, what happens that there is a dispatcher. There is a dispatcher which resides under the application server. There is a dispatcher which resides under the application server, and this dispatcher identifies what kind of command user is giving, what kind of command is given by the user, and based upon the command, what it is going to do, based upon the command, it is going to assign, it is going to assign the suitable, based upon the type of command, it is going to assign uh, to exact work processes. It is going to assign to the exact work processes. So this is your work process. It takes that command and it execute in the background. It execute in the, background. So there are uh, five types of work processes. So one is first one is, you know dialog work process. Okay, dialog work process. And the second one is update work process. Eight work process. And the third one is, you know the third one is uh, a spool work process. Spool work process. And again, the fourth one is background work process. This is background work process. And there is one more that is known as this is dialog, update, spool, and there is one more that is a in queue work process. There is one more that is known as in queue work process. In queue work process. So these are the different type of work processes. Now I will tell you when getting chosen. So suppose if and these all things, this dispatcher and work process, all things resides under the application server. These all are the parts of the application server. So you don't have to, don't have to you don't have to means get confused. So these all are the part of application server. Fine. So now user is going to user is going to interact with a screen, and that command is going to be taken by dispatcher, and then with the help of dispatcher identifies what kind of command is that, it assigns to the particular work process. If the command is like, and they have to put some log, if they have to put some log, suppose at the same time two user is going to, two user is going to change the same data in same table, at that time this in queue work process get triggers and it puts the log on the table, so that another person will not be able to change. So this is in queue work process. Dialog work process, like whatever the dialog command, whatever the dialog command, like the meaning of dialog command means whatever I'm going to do the interaction with this screen, every interaction uh, done by me on this screen has been taken by the dialog process. Dispatcher identifies that it is a user command, and dispatcher is assigns this command to the dialog work process. So the user command is handled, user command is handled by the dialog work process. And the update work process, any database update or something like that, if it is there, then update work process is getting chosen, database update. Then a spool work process, some printing or fax kind of things, printing or fax. And then the background work process, if there is a batch job, is going to run in background, or if they if any program is going to run in background, then this background work process is going to be used. So this is all about the how the work process behaves, how the work process works. Now we will see the architecture of work process. Uh, this is very important to understand all these things. You don't have to get bored, just enjoy this learning because it's important to learn. So now we'll see the SAP work process architecture, like this work process, how it has been, how it has been, how what are the components, how it has been made. So first component of this is a screen processor. A screen processor. First, this is the first component, a screen processor, and again the second component, that is the second component is the second component is ABAP processor. ABAP processor. The third component is I just have told about database abstraction interface. That is database abstraction interface is a part of work process. Database abstraction interface. This is a part of a work process. So just I'm going to club it together. These all are part of work processes. These all are part of work process. So this is nothing but uh, this is actually, this is our work process. Work process. If you are not able to understand anything, or if you feel any doubt, please stop me and ask the query. We will discuss together. Fine. So this is the work process, and these are the part of work process. So uh, this screen processor of the work process handles the screen event, whatever we are going to enter on this screen. For example, I'm going to enter some matter value, suppose F4, press this enter, select some matter. So I'm going to enter this matter value 246. So now when I press enter, it will take inside this value and it will search for this particular value from the database. So who is doing all these things? Taking the value from the screen, taking the value 246 from the screen and passing to the program. This is being done by the screen processor. This is being done by the
So
screen processor.
I have
Yeah,
question.
yeah, please
So
tell me.
what is the difference between dialogue work process and
Hmm. Yeah,
screen
tell me.
work?
This is not a work process. This is a component of a work process. Dialogue work process is a type of work process. This is a type of work process. Okay, so dialogue
Okay.
work process what does, that whenever we click any event, for example, when I'm going to press this F8 button, okay,
Okay.
so it capture that event, it capture that F8 command and tells the application server that I want to execute this program. Okay, you are
Mm,
getting my
yeah.
point. Dialogue work process means whatever you are going to do, whatever you are going to do on the screen. Suppose I'm going to press enter. I have pressed enter. I have pressed enter. So that particular event get captured by the dialogue work process and getting uh, you know uh, actually that first captured by the dispatcher, and dispatcher understands that it is a user command, and then it assigns to the dialogue work process. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah, and
So
here
it is
I'm talking.
basically the dispatcher who is doing everything, right?
No,
Mm,
dispatcher is only, it's a broker kind of
it's
things,
yeah, that's
it,
mm,
yeah, it
only
identifies
It is
what
used to
kind of
identify
command.
the
which type
Yeah,
of work is suitable on that. I think that's
yeah, you can understand this is a kind of supervisor or lead, team lead. It takes the work from the user and assigns to the particular, it is having the different kind of work processes. It assigns to that particular work process. Okay, fine.
mm,
It's clear, Deepak?
yeah, it's very clear. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, fine. So, okay. Uh, a screen processor. So a screen processor means it will take the input value and it will pass to the ABAP program. Once ABAP program takes the value from the screen, ABAP processor start executing the screen means business logic. ABAP processor execute the business logic, like whatever you have written in the ABAP code, that is executed by the ABAP processor. And the screen processor is input value passed to the ABAP layer. Okay. The database abstraction interface, it sees, is there any, it looks, is there any OpenSQL? Yes, if yes, if yes, then it converts that OpenSQL into native SQL based upon the database. On the database. This is completely theoretical part. Uh, from next class onwards, we will be not seeing this theoretical part. We will be mostly going to see the practical part. Fine. So this is the work process. This is the architecture of the work process. So here our theory part completes for the R3 architecture and all these things. And I will tell you some more things, like if you go to SM51 transaction, SM51, here you can see all the work process running. You can see over here. So let me log in once again. Already it's opened over here. Go to SM51. This is the, this is the T code SM51 you have to write over here. And if you can see the application server host dialog, these all things is, it is showing. If you double click over here, see the work process. This is dialog work process, dialog work process. This is the update work process which is running. It's in the waiting state. And this is the batch, and this is a spool. This is the update work process. So you know and the user ID, you can see this ABAP HANA one, this is myself. For this it is a dialog work process. This is the dialog work process for the user. Particularly for such kind of user like me, it will be kind of a dialog work process. So see, so here you can see with the help of SM51 transaction, here you can see the transaction. This is the SM50 with the help of SM50 transaction. You can you can see all the work processes. SM51, you will be able to see all the application server running for your running all the application server, you can see. And SM50, you can see uh, all the work processes, you can see over here. Fine. So two important transaction, T code is here. Similarly, I think SM64 is also there. You can see over here that total number of work processes 16 is running over here. How many dialog is 10 out of 9. You can see all these things. There is one more command, SM64. Let's come here. and see background events. No, I think SM54 slash n SM stands for system maintenance, table maintenance SM54. uh okay, there is one more called SM21. Here display the system log SM20. These all are the system maintenance command. uh, Actually I'm trying to find there are some more command where you can see some work processes. So I will tell you later. Right now I'm not able to remember those. So just right now you just remember SM51 is for all the application server, SM50 for all the work processes. If you remember SM50, it will be enough. Fine, save it. Just I'm going to save it. uh, Desktop. I have already create one folder, SAP training and ABAP and Deepak. I'm going to write it the name of Deepak, Mahesh, and save it. Going forwards, today we will try to create a table. Let's go to you know go to AC11, and you all are aware of SAP screen, right? You
Yes.
all are aware about SAP screen.
Yes, yes.
I don't have to describe in more detail, right? So just to tell me that what it is called, the upper portion.
Menu,
That's a
Tell me what it is
menu,
called.
menu bar.
menu.
Right. This is a maneuver. Very good. And the second one, what is called? The second one, uh,
A standard menu.
this is called
Something.
standard toolbar, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Standard toolbar. And what is called the third one? This,
Title screen means
yeah,
title screen.
right. Title bar, right? Title
Yeah.
bar. And this one,
This one is fixed.
yeah, this known as application toolbar, right?
Yeah,
This
it's
is known as
application
application
toolbar.
toolbar. Okay. And what is called this one? This place, you know,
Message. Yeah, information.
status bar. This is called
Yeah,
this
Status
is
status.
bar.
called
Status
status.
bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is called a status bar. So this one is called the status bar. Fine. So I'm coming to AC11 now. It's a data dictionary T code, and here you can see that it's a database table, view, data type, type group, domain, search app, log object. We will see each and everything in detail, how we can create the table, how we can create the view, what are the different type of table, what are the difference between them, and the different type of view. All these things we see in detail. Today we will create a database table. Let us, when you create any table, you have to start with z or y. You have to start either z or y. So I'm going to start with z. Tell me. No. Okay, so z, evening batch. This is the first table. I'm going to give one over here. Click on create button. This is for example, suppose this is an employee table. Employee table. In this table, when we are going to create the table, we have to give the delivery class. So in delivery class, I'm going to select A, C, L, G, E, S, F, W. Out of these, we have to select one. So A stands for application table, C stands for customizing table, L stands for table for storing temporary data, all these things. We are not going to bother about all of these things. We have to bother about only A and C. From ABAP perspective, L, G, E, S, and W, it is not, it is not required. It is this L, G, E, S, W, all these things is going to be used by database administrator either, or basis people. As a ABAPer, most of the time, 99.99% time, we are going to use either A or C. This time I'm going to use A. A stands for application table. Either you can use the A either for master or transaction data. And C, if you have to do some customizing or you have to do some maintenance, at that time you can use this customizing table option. I'm not going to do any customizing. I'm going to create some data. I'm going to use this application table. I'm going to select A. Sometimes in interview, they can ask to you what are the different type of delivery class. At least you have to tell the name A, C and L, G, E, S and W, all these things. If you don't remember, no problem. At least you have to tell A or C. If you tell L, that's fine. At least A or C if you tell, and if you tell what stands for A and what stands for C, you will be selected in interview. There will not be any further question. You can tell other is not for ABAP purpose. Fine. I'm going to select A, and here data browser or table view editing. Since I have to edit the data in the table, I can select display or maintenance allowed. Now save it. Local object, under local object I am going to save, because this is a demo system and I don't want to transport this object further in quality or production system. I am just showing this for the demo purpose, so I'm going to save locally. Save it locally. I have saved it. Go to the field option. Here in field option, first you have to declare MANDT field. If you want to make your table, if you want to make your table data client specific, you have to use this MANDT field. I will tell you the meaning of client specific. That means client dependent. What is the meaning of client dependent? As of now, just to understand, MANDT field we have to use if we have to make it client dependent. First field MANDT will be always a key field. This is optional. You can select or not select. This is fine. Data element for the MANDT will be MANDT only. Data element is a kind of data type. It's a kind of data type. So you have to give the field name and you have to give the data type in the form of data element. Fine. This is a standard one I have given. Now I'm going to use EMP ID, employee ID. I will make it a key field, and here I'm going to write create ZEMP ID. Z employee ID is a data element. One data element I'm going to create. Press enter. It's already there. Let's create ZEMP ID, something like evening EV. Just give EV. Remember that I'm giving EV at last to identify for the evening batch. Okay, everywhere we are going to use this EV. Fine, press enter. You won't be able to see here, nothing is coming now. If you see, it's telling ZEMP ID is not active, meaning is it does not exist. So we are going to create this data element. Double click over here, it will ask that it is not there. Do you want to create? Yes, I want to create. Yes, I want to create. And once you come over here, you have to give the description. I'm going to give the description employee ID. Domain here you have to give. I have to create a domain over here. So employee ID can be in, this employee ID can be a type of integer. So here we have to create one domain also. Let us create one domain, ZEMPIDEV. The same name I'm going to put it over here as data element. If you press enter over here, it will tell that this domain does not exist. I'm going to create this new domain and click on this local object. Yes, and here you give that, you know uh, a domain for employee, or not like that. You can just give the domain data type. Here you can select int1. Click over OK. Int1 data type, or if you can press int4 over here, it will give all the possible data type, and from here you can select the fine. So int1, into all these things. So used it. Number of character 3. This is fine. Value range. This I'm not going to specify as of now anything. Simply I'm going to save it, local object, and activate it.
So we are, excuse me, we have to create, whenever we create a field, we have to, you have to create a domain, is it? Is it?
Right. Whenever we are going to create a field, we have to give the data type. Okay, so we can give the data type, with the help of data element. We have to specify the type of data we are going to use for that field. So for that purpose, we have to specify, the data element. So this data element we have created, and for this data element we require to create the domain. So that domain I have created with the help of double clicking. Once we have created the domain, now you can see the data length is taking from this domain. Just double click on this domain. You can see this domain and all these things are taking from. Go back, go to this field label. In the field label, I'm going to write meaning of field label means, like wherever this data element will be used, that field label will come something like this: employee, employee ID, uh, employee, give the employee ID, something like this. And then I'm just going to copy this one, control C, control V. Everywhere you can give this same. Automatically this length will be taken once you press the enter. Save it, activate it. Now this data element got activated. So for activating, you have to use this key or control F3 you have to press. Once you activate, then only your data element or whatever object you are going to create, SAP will understand that this object is there. So if you can see, this transparent table is under new status. Whenever you are going to create any table, by default it will be a transparent table, which is 99.99%. Mostly we are going to use a transparent table. So it is in new status, that means it is not activated. New means it is in draft status. Now employee first name I'm going to write over here, employee first name, and then you can give over here some, again, some data element you can create. ZEMP F name, let us see if it is there. No, it's not there. We can create once again, yes, yes, and just employee first name, and here domain you can create with the same name.
Actually, one more thing. Why we are creating domains for each and every fields? Is it? Can we?
See,
because
we have to create the domain, or you can use the existing domain. If you don't want to create the domain, you can use the existing domain. I'm just creating to show you. You can select from here, just go here, and because I have to store the name, so it will require something maximum like 20 characters. So character I have to choose. I'm going to choose this character over here, and length choose 20 characters maximum. Click on this OK button and see, these are the domain already there. You can use any one of the domain from here. Okay, you can use any one of the domain
Uh, so,
from
do,
here.
so domain is basically a container of uh,
Domain
this.
tells about domain tells about the technical description.
which type of
Okay,
project is going here.
domain tells about the technical specification.
Okay.
Okay. So from here you can use the domain. Just give me 1 second, I'm getting one important call. Okay, fine. So here you can use the existing domain, or you can create the new one also. Fine. Uh, Domain, suppose char 20 also we can use directly. Press this char 20. Char 20 is also a domain. So directly you can use this char 20, and here you can use the field level you can use. So the employee first name, the first name, we can write over here the first name. System is lagging a little bit. You all are able to hear me properly, right? Any voice
Yeah.
issue or some lagging issue, something is there?
Yeah, sometime voice is
Sometimes.
breaking.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes my voice is lagging, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So since when these are facing, like since beginning itself you were facing, or now only you are facing?
Just a few minutes before it started.
Few minutes.
I'm facing
One second.
since
Uh, One second. Just give me
beginning.
time. I'm just going to connect with my another connect. Maybe some I just give me a moment. Okay, fine. So now is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So here we can give the label, that is a first name. We can give the first name over here, and again everywhere, you can give the first name. Somewhere also you can give this first name. I will let you know the significance of this table, why somewhere I'm giving this first name, somewhere I'm giving like this. I will let you know its significance in later classes. If I tell you everything now, it will be confusing. Activate it and go back, and here employee last name we can give also emp underscore l underscore name, and z empl name. And here for employee last name we can create the uh, we can give here employee last name. This can be also not more than 20 characters, so you can give just simply character 20 over here. And field level,
Sorry.
just give over here. This you are able to understand properly, right? You are not facing any problem.
Yeah.
If you have any confusion, just you can ask me. Press enter, save it, local object, activate it, activated. Fine. It is in active status now. Go back and see the four field we have created for our employee. One more field, if you want, you can create the country, from which country it belongs. So the country we can give over here, and here we have to specify, the Z country, some data element you have to create. Some already someone has created Z country, that's why this char 50 is coming over here. Or directly what you can do, char 20 is, this is type and length of country change. Directly what you can do, char 20 also you can give. Char 20 is also a data element. If you double click over here, see char 20 is a data element. This also you can do directly over there. But the field level, see, this is a meaningless. Char 20, char 20. This field level is meaningless. If you are going to use this data element in some program, it will tell you char 20. It will tell you about char 20. There you will not be understand what is actually this data type. That's why, that is the reason we create the specific, data element. So something like, if I going to use this Z country, if you double click over here, yes, see, country, 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 this is there. So it's a meaningful. This field label plays very important role. So if someone sees your program, they will find in output, if some label will be there, they will be able to find this country. Or if they are going to create some table maintenance generator, so this will be, this will be very useful. So Z country, let us give, it will be better. Now that's it, our table is created.
Hello,
Go
sir.
to, yeah,
Hello,
yes, yes.
sir. Sir, for the first two field names,
Mm-hmm.
you have chosen this key thing.
Mm-hmm.
For the next last three items, you didn't choose any of these key items. Why?
See, key field, you understand the meaning of key field. Do you understand the meaning of key field? What is the meaning of key field?
No,
It's like
I
the
didn't get it, sir.
primary.
Yes,
Basic
primary key, right?
primary
Primary key, right? So with the help of employee ID, we
key
can
and primary
identify,
key in table.
right? With the help of employee ID, we can identify the single record of a table, right? With the help of
Okay, sir.
employee ID.
Uh,
Unique employee ID will be given to a one person. So that's why I make it a key field. This is sufficient,
okay.
right? This employee
Okay.
ID will be sufficient. If you don't understand, just let me know. I will describe in a more detail the concept of primary key, secondary key, candidate key, what are the different type of key. I will just let you know. But try to understand yourself this, what is the meaning of primary key, by this way you will be able to understand. If still you are facing some problem in understanding yourself, we can discuss together. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Now, what I did, I went into the technical specification, and here you have to define your, data class. Data class, the meaning of data class means what kind of data you are going to store over here. So this data class classification gives a clue to database administrator to, to arrange the data in such a way that the data performance will be faster. You see, this is a data class. Under which data class our data will come? APPL0 will be our data class. There are, APPL0, 1, 2. These are the three data class which are going to be frequently used. Last three we are not going to use. 0, 1, 2. So I'm going to use APPL0 size category. Here you can say how many records you are going to store initially. So this 0 I'm going to uh, use. Yes, activate it. You
You
will
have
be
taken
seeing.
size cat. Excuse me. You have taken size
Yeah, yeah,
category zero.
yeah, I have selected the site category 0. The region behind, see, if
Yeah.
you go and F4, the 0 meaning means from 0 to 3200 records you
Thoughts.
can you can insert.
So
If size,
what will happen if it crosses 3,200? Will it automatically
Yeah,
go to
to yeah.
yeah, automatically it will automatically it will not create any problem. Automatically it will means it will allocate another memory for 0 to 3200, another set of another set of memory it will allocate for 0 to 3200. This is the meaning it does not mean that you can maximum create 3200 records. It does not mean that. Means
Okay.
initial allocation memory will be for 0 to 3200. This is the meaning of size category. Okay.
Sir, I have one question.
Hmm.
We have defined
Hello.
it AP A0 and here data in data class we are defining APPL0. Is this the same or there is difference on the
No,
on
no,
both of
both
them?
are different. See, the data class, the meaning of data class means what kind of data you are going to store in the table. So this is for the database administrator. It will be easy to arrange the data. For basis people, it will be easy to manage the data. That is the meaning of data class. Okay. But here if you come and delivery and maintenance, the delivery class, here like A, C, L, whatever option you are able to see over here, this is for the purpose of transport. Like when you are going to work in some implementation project or some upgrade project, or some rollout project, then at that time you have to take care of the data of this transparent table. You have to uh, you have to
Okay.
take
So
care, means this is for the purpose of transport management. Okay. Transport
okay,
management.
okay.
In fact, there are two types of transport. One is workbench request and another is customizing request. Okay. So if you use this one application table, it will ask for the workbench request, and if you use for the customizing table, it will ask for the customizing request. So it's mainly to deal with the transport request. Okay, in development project or implementation project or upgrade or some kind of rollout project. There you this delivery class will be used. So very good question. So it is telling some error. Let us see what kind of error it is giving. It is telling it not got activated, buffering activated for this. Okay, fine. So it is telling that, let us go to technical setting. It is telling buffering activated, by default buffering not allowed. The option should be selected. By mistake I have selected this buffering activated. We will discuss about buffering when we in some another class, and we will see the meaning of buffering, what is its significance, why it is so useful. Buffering we will see. Save it, activate it. It got activated now, there is no problem now. Again activate it, go back, go to display, go to this content, and if you see over here, there is no data, no table entries found for a specified keys. Number of entries 0, because we have not inserted any entry as of now. So what we will do, we will create an entry in this. Go to utilities, table contains create entries. So employee ID, just give some employee ID 001. First name we can give, for example, Pankaj. It's my name, Pankaj Kumar. And the country India. And then just click on this save button. Click on this save button. So database record successfully created. Similarly, I'm going to give some another employee 2, and then I'm going to give the name Mahesh. What's your last name, Mahesh? Mahesh, you are able to hear me?
Sir Mahesh Kumar.
Mahesh Kumar.
Hello.
Okay, and the country is India. And click on the save button. And then the third option, I think here the first name others is also Kumar only. So this Kumar, click on the save button, and then Deepak is there. Deepak Kumar India, fine. So here we can give the 4. We are total here 4. I have inserted the 4 records over here. Go back and check the content over here. Number of entries 4, close, F8, see. All the record we are able to see over here. All the record we are able to see over here. Fine. This employee L name, this employee F name, employee ID, mandate, and say this is the technical name which we have given. Now I will tell you the meaning of label. Just go to setting, select this user parameters, and see here you are having two options, field name and field label. Select the field label, click on this OK button. Now you run F8. See the label you have mentioned over there, at the data element level. If you remember, at the data element level, the employee ID, this employee first name, employee last name, and this country, that first name, last name, this is coming from there. From that label it is coming. Okay. Fine. Any doubt? Deepak, you were able to understand?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Hello, sir.
Good. Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, that
Hmm.
third name, employee first name and employee second name is there, no?
Hmm.
In that field, you have given
Yes.
address date and employee ID. Below that, employee first name and employee last name you have given, no?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In the in the later part, can I interchange that employment last name? I have to replace it with respect to this employee first name. I mean to say that can I rearrange
Yes, you can rearrange, but since already the data is there, so it will be some problem. For example, uh, what you can do, you want to put this employee EF name over here, right?
Yes, sir.
And give the employee L name over here, correct?
Okay, sir.
So the
Uh,
name you
Actually,
have. uh,
the name will get interchanged, right? You should not put
Name
it.
will get interchanged, but data will be same there. There will be no impact at the data level. Okay. If you try over here, just try to see, save it, activate it. Okay. And go to the content and uh, this run it. See, employee last name is now coming, and this is the employee first name is coming. So your just label got changed, and uh, data will not be impacted. Okay.
But is it really allowed actually to do this?
Yeah, why not? You can, it's your wish, right? You can do, activate it. If there is some conflict, what it will tell you, it will give you a error. And in that case, what you can do, you can go to utilities and you can go to database object, and here you can go to database utilities, and from there what you can do, there is an option called activate and adjust the database. And here you can activate and adjust the database. I will let you know. For example, if we're going to insert something like in between, for example, let's insert one more field, salary, and salary, don't give the key field, salary you take it, and uh, jet salary. I think some data element already have been created in 4 type, that's fine, save it, check the syntax, no problem, activate it. It got activated, right? It's giving the warning, fine, no problem. It's giving the warning, but it got activated. Go to here, and now if you run it, see, employee last name, country, at the place of salary it is coming like that, and the last name got, last name is not coming, right? Last name got disappeared. So how to correct this one? So we have one way, what we can do. uh, I think the previous record, if it will be, if it will be there, then only it will be able to show you. So let us try to do. Yes, I want to adjust the table. Fine, go back, resave it. It's not coming. That record gone. So you have to be careful if you are going to, if you are going to insert the field in between the field, it is not recommended. That's why in SAP standard table you won't be able to change in between. If you have to change, if you want to add some extra field, you have to use the append structure, and with the help of append structure only at last you can append your field. So in between you are not
Hello.
supposed to. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes, please tell me. Yes, I'm able to hear you. Hello.
ಯಾಕೆ ರೀಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ
Okay, fine. So, uh,
ಒಂದು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್
this is
ಮಾಡಿ ತಡಿ
this is the way, this is how we can create a table. There are many more things we'll learn in table, like
ಇದು ಹೆಂಗಲ್ಲಿ
what is.
ರೀಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು
Can you please mute
ಇದು ಹೆಂಗೆ
yourself?
ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ
Can you please mute yourself? Mahesh, can you please mute yourself?
ಓದಿರೋದು ಡೇಟಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ
Hello.
ಸರ್ net it has been disconnected, so I'm not able to see anything here.
Okay, okay, okay. But I'm able to hear your voice, Mahesh. I'm able to hear your voice. Just you disconnect and try to see if you are able to see any, yeah, just click on that join button. Okay. Okay, fine. So here, uh, what we can do now, the more things like we can create a table maintenance generator for maintaining the data. What we can do, we can create a table maintenance generator. But before creating a table maintenance generator, I will let you know about something, about the value table and check table. So let us click on this data element and go to the domain label. Click on this domain, go into change mode, go to this value range, and here you will be able to see this fixed value. This fixed value you will be able to see. So suppose I want to enter some specific employee ID. For example, I don't want to enter more than 1 2 3 4, and now let us uh, put 5 and 6 and 7. So only I want to enter 1 2 3 4 5 6 or 7. Only 7 employee ID I want to enter. So I will just give the value over there under this fixed value. And first we will see about this fixed value, then I will teach you about this value table. Okay. And if you save it, activate it, just to activate it, go back and activate it, go back again, deactivate it. Now go to utilities, table contents, and create entries. If you come over here, see for employee ID, one F4 kind of button is coming. Earlier it used not to come, it was not there. See, this F4, whatever value we have given at the fixed level, we have given 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, so that all 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 is coming over here. So now we can select any one of this. Out of this, if you are going to give over here, it will give you a error. Suppose I'm going to give 9. I'm going to give 9. And then the first name, something like, taste, or something like Ram. And the last name, Ram Singh. And the country, I'm going to give India. Press enter, click on the save button. See, database record successfully created. For employee id 9, if you double click over here, you know that option is giving at the fixed level. That option is giving, still we are able to do that one. Why? The reason behind that is, that is at the uh, database level. Let us actually, what happens generally, it should not allow, because let's go and check once again. Some activation problem or something is there, because we have mentioned 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So it should not take more than this. This is the fixed value. So apart from 7, it should not hold the other data. Still it is checking. So it should not supposed to take. Something is going wrong. I'm going back again. I'm going over here, go to display button. My screen got hanged. Just I'm waiting. C11 once again. Click on this display button. Click on the button. Uh, this effect. This 9 is coming over here. This 9 was not supposed to enter, because we have, uh, See, only at fixed variable I have given 1 to 7. It's a strange behavior. Try to create one more time. Create entries. Give something like 5. 5 is there. That's fine. 5 is there. 10 let us give. Not there. It is not supposed to create. Just click on this test. It's allowing us to create. I don't know why it's allowing right now, but generally it should not allow. Anyway, this is the fixed value. This is the fixed, but suppose if we are going to create the table maintenance generator, there is more way through which you can create the table means through which you can maintain. So what you can do, you can go to utilities and click on this table maintenance, and you will come over here, and here you have to maintain. I'm going to select the authorization group, this one, without I don't want to give any kind of restriction. Any person can enter the value in, and the function group. What we are going to do, z star, let us select some function group, already existing function group we are able to see. Or what we'll do, we can create a function group, new function group for our batch SC80. Let's go to SC80 to create the function group quickly. It's our function group, and here ZFG evening, ZFG EV batch. Press enter. It's not there. This function group is not there. I want to create this function group. So just right over here the function group for evening batch. Click on the save button, local object, and you have to activate it. So click on this, right click first and click on this activate. It got activated. I'm just going to copy this function group and I will use over there, use over here. Press enter. Fine. Maintenance type, you can choose 1 step or 2 step. Let us choose the 1 step. I will let you know the difference between 1 step and 2 step. 1 I have selected over here. Let it by default. Click on this create button. Click on the save button. Local object. It's creating. Now it got created. So table maintenance got created. Now if you go to utilities, table contents, and create entries, it will take you to this screen. It is taking to this screen. Here you can directly maintain your data. That's why this is known as table maintenance generator. If you want to click new entry, you can just give over here. For example, if you want to give 11, see here it's not taking. Through table maintenance generator it's working fine. From there also it should work fine. From there I don't know why it's not working fine. Something went wrong. That's why. See here we are not getting option other than 1 to 7. If you try to give other than 7, it will not allow to you. It will not allow at all. You go back, see already existing value it is showing, but if you were going to create some new value, you won't be able to create apart from 1 to 7. I'm going to select 6, give some value over here, give some last name country, let us give, click on enter. See, now the data, the employee id 6 got saved. The reason behind, just go back, something is wrong. Go here, uh, initial key is fine, only one key we have given over here. Okay, go to content, run it. 1 2 3, oh 6 was not there, that's why this value got inserted. Fine, that is fine, that is correct, not a problem, it's working fine. Table content, create entries. We came over here, click on this new entry, and this time I'm going to select the 3 and give some value over here, some value, save value. Click on the save button and say, if the existing value if you will give over there, it will give you an error. You won't be able to enter the same key because this is employee ID is our primary key. And already with the key 3, the value is there. That's why it is not allowing. But if you are going to select with 5, press enter. Let us check if it is working. The data this 5 was not there. That's why 5 got saved over there. So this is how you can create the table maintenance generator, and directly you can you can maintain lot of data over here. You can directly maintain the lot of data over here. But again, some restriction is there. That restriction how I have put over here. That restriction I have put with the help of fixed value. How I have put over here. I have went to this employee ID development, this evening batch Z employee ID eve, and at the domain level I went into this value range, and I have given this restriction I have given. So if you want to remove the restriction, what you can do, you can just delete it from here and just save it. If you give the restriction other than this, you won't be able to enter any value through table maintenance generator, or even if you like to create the entry in the table with this fixed value, you have to enter only that value. You will not be allowed to enter any other value. I'm going to activate it. Now we'll see about the value table. What is the meaning of value table? So value table is nothing but, see, suppose this is your employee ID. So for employee ID, I have already one table, Z employee ID. We are having one table. So what actually I'm willing to do over here, that whatever whichever table is going to use this domain, whichever table is going to use this domain, so for that particular field to which this domain is going to be assigned, if I am going to create the check table, this value table will be proposed as a check table. So do we know about the check table? What is the meaning of check table? What is the significance of check table? Hello,
Hello.
can you tell me about the check table? You have any idea about check
Table
table?
which I think
No, I don't know.
Okay, first we will discuss about the check table. What is the meaning of check table? Then I will go ahead and let you know. Fine. So the meaning of check table is, for example, let me open Excel sheet. It will be easy for me to show you that. Suppose there is an organization. There is an organization. Suppose there is an organization, and in that organization there all the entry like all the employee information. For example, let us suppose all the employee information is going to be stored in a table called Z employee. The table is Z employee. So employee must be having some employee ID. Employee must be having some employee ID, and there the first name and then the last name, you know and certainly they will be having some country. This is our table now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, these are the employee. This is the first name and this is the last name. Okay, and the country, count 1, we can give over here. So now what actually, uh, suppose if I'm going to create, this is the employee information. If I'm going to create one another table, ZEMP, address table, employee address table, then certainly here employee ID will be there, employee ID will be there, and here I'm going to write the address for that employee address table. So now suppose by mistake I'm going to, in my organization only 8 employees are there, and by mistake I'm going to give here the 10, the employee ID 10 I'm going to give over here, and the address, address, I thought that I have given the employee ID 1, but by mistake it has been written over 10, and I'm going to give the address for this employee ID, something like address, some value will be there, so some address value I'm going to write address 1. This is the value of address. So you can see that this is the wrong information. I was supposed to write the 1 here, but I have written 10. That 10 is not at all exist here. So to avoid such kind of mistake, to minimize such kind of mistake, what we can do, we can put the validation with this table. We can put the validation with this table, that whenever I'm going to enter this Z employee ID as a 10, the system should tell me this 10 employee ID does not exist in the master data. This Z employee is a master table, because this 10 does not exist in the employee ID. Don't enter this 10, and system should throw an error, and it should not allow to enter this employee ID as 10. By this way, if we can, we can avoid up to some extent our mistake. So to avoid the mistake, we generally use the check table. So what we will do, we will put the check for this particular
So
employee ID.
basically,
Yeah,
excuse me, this is nothing but some sort of referential integrity, right, between the
right. Yeah, foreign key
yes,
Yeah, I
relationship.
think
foreign
foreign key
key.
Correct.
relationship.
Foreign key
What is the
relationship.
check check table? Is it
Right. Check table. Here in
Yes.
ABAP,
uh-huh.
you were right. This is known as referential integrity. This is a concept of RDBMS, and here, this is also known as foreign key relationship. So this table, this Z employee, I'm going to, I'm going to put
So
the
employee ID is the primary key. Based on the employee ID only, you can insert the data in the child
employee
table.
address table. Right. Yes. This is, this is the dependent table.
Yes.
This is the dependent table. Dependent table. This is the dependent table, and this is known as the child table. This is known as the child table. This is the dependent table. This concept is known as foreign key relationship or referential integrity. Fine. So uh, you know this table, the Z employee table, will be known as, uh, this is the child table, this is the dependent table. No, this is independent table, this is the master table. This is not dependent table, this is the master table, and this is the child table or dependent table. Okay, and this Z employee ID is, this will be known as the normal table, whereas Z employee, this master table, will be known as the check table. This is known as the check table. And whenever we are going to put the referential integrity, that means the check for this employee ID with this employee ID, this employee id must be the primary key in this check table. So this employee id must be the primary key in this check table. This is one, one condition, that the field on which we are going to put the check, or you can tell the referential integrity, put the check that must be the primary key in check table. This is named, this is known as the check table, and this is known as the normal table, or sometimes people tell it as a foreign table also. And this must be the primary key, and the field on which we are going to apply the referential integrity, that is known as the foreign key. Here, this employee id field, this employee id field will be known as the foreign key in this dependent table. Fine. So when I'm going to give the put the 10 over here, it should give the error over here. So let's go here and quickly, I'm just remove it as of now from here. First, let us create table, activate it, activate it, go back. This table already, z evening batch 1, this is kind of z employee table. Let's go back and let us create the, z evening batch address, batch 1 address. Click on this create button, quickly give a over here, maintenance give the allow, click on this OK button, local object, field. Here you can give, mandt, mandt, key button, emp id, and here just give the address. Here z employee, the same we will be giving over here, z employee id, and this will be our key field, address, z address. Click enter. Yes, it's already there. Fine, save it, activate it. Data class you have to specify, give APPL00, save it. And in DB specific, you are having column store, row store, and defined. I will let you know. You must have to specify either column store or row store. You cannot put undefined. Fine. By default, it will be a column store since it is a HANA database. So save here. No. Activate it. This is fine. It got activated. Now on this field, in this, this is our dependent table. On this field, I just because if I go over here and create table entries, and if I create the entries, I can give the employee id 10 and address, some address we can give over there, and and it will allow me to save it, because there is, it got saved. This 10 employee id is not there, still it got saved, which I don't want. See, this employee id 10 is not there, still it got saved. If we go for that employee id batch 1, go here, database table, content, and let us see if that 10 is there or not. Okay, 10 is there. By mistake I have given over here. If you even try to give over there, if you try to give over here, uh, just give this address. 11 is not there. If you are trying to give over utility, create entries, if you give 11 some address, give some address. it will be inserted, though that 11 is not there still. So how to put the check? What we will do, we'll go into change mode, click on this employee ID field and click on this foreign key relationship. Click on this button, and the check table we have to give as this value, uh, the Z batch 1. This is the table which we have created. Just remember this table name. In later classes we will be required this table name. I'm just noting it down for our reference. Click on this slides blank. Okay, okay, fine. So this one and another is just this one, and add is there. Save this one, go back, go into display mode, and here go into change mode. This is our batch one. Fine. uh, okay, and for this employee ID, let's go to this data element, go here, and if you give this for domain ID, if you mention that as a value table, then this value table will be proposed as a check table. This is the significance of value table. Wherever this domain will be used, this table will be proposed as a check table. Proposed as a check table. Save it, activate it, go back. Now just go to address now, go to display, go into change mode, click on this button, click on this foreign key. Yes, see, what happened? Forward to show you. Click on this foreign key, and now it is telling create a proposal with this. It is due to that value table it is asking for. Click on yes button, and here give some short text, check table. Click on this copy button. That's it. Your foreign key relationship has been established. Save it. It got activated. If you want to insert now other entries, you know, other than this 1 to 10, it should give you the error. For example, I'm going to give 11 and give some press on enter button. A data record with the specified key already exists. See, already it exists. A data
Already.
record with the
Can
specified
you
key.
try 12?
Yeah, let us give the 12. Click on this save. Record successfully created. This is something wrong which is not supposed to be done. Okay, this is something wrong. But in table maintenance generator, if you create with the table maintenance generator, it is working fine. This differential constraint, it is working. So let us create the table maintenance generator quickly. Okay, so for table maintenance generator, actually a string data type is not supported. So let us go back over here and click the create one data element over here, give some char 50 address, press enter, click on save button, local object, activate it, go back, activate it now. It's giving some error. For such kind of situation, what we will do, we can go to utilities and go to database object, click on this database utility and do activate and adjust. It will be activated and adjusted. See, now it got activated. Go back, utility, now table maintenance generator. Here we can create the table maintenance generator in the same way. Find a screen number, single step you just give, not required two step. Click on this create button, save button, local object. It got created. Now go back, Go into display mode, utilities, table contents, create entries. Function group is inconsistent. Okay, let us see. Go back again, go to AC11, address, utilities. Now it's coming fine. Click on the new entries. If you try to see the employee ID, it's giving 1 2 3 4 5 6 9 10. It's giving only the 10, 1 to 10. It's taking the value from the check table. Okay, so if you try to give 11 and give some 11, don't give 11, let's give 50 and address something, click on this save button. See, now here it's giving error, there also it should give error. In earlier system I have inserted, I have tested many times. Earlier system is this is a HANA system. I don't know what is the problem in this HANA system. In the older version of the system, like if I tell you in such any one of this system, this is not any one of these, is not the HANA system. No. So here, even if you are going to try and insert the value in in the other way, like if you go to here and click table create entry and create entries without the table maintenance generator, and since the table maintenance generator has been created, it will take you to this screen. Okay, so uh, by that way also it should give the error. So for today we will stop our class here only. It has been already 9:40, and so we are going to stop our class. I'm going to give you some assignment. Just complete this assignment, and I'll be creating one WhatsApp group for all these students. With all these students, any doubt or anything is there, just put the doubt over there, and we will try to I will try to give the answer over there. So here first assignment, take its screenshot. Assignment is create a table with 5 fields, having 5 fields. Just create a table with five fields. Create a TMG, table maintenance generator, for this table. Create a check table, and just write the importance of data class, delivery class, and uh, size category. What is the meaning of this one? So just you do all these assignment. At least these assignment, these 3 assignment, the first, second, and third is mandatory one, you have to complete. Fourth one is optional. Anyway, I'm going to write in the next class in detail what is the significance of this and this. If you do yourself, that's fine, you will be having